Well, hello my YouTube potters. You caught me at it again. Here am I on the wheel, and I'm just, don't know, just feeling inspired to make some kind of pot.
What, another pot they say?
Yes, another pot. Right, let's get this clay centered. When you're doing that, coning up and pushing down, you have to give it a bit of stick. You don't want to be sort of limp-wristed with it, you know, kind of. And if you feel you are a bit limp in the wrist, well, get some weights. Start doing a bit of, you know, with something heavy. Start. Won't do you any harm. La la la. La la la. And she comes, up she comes, up she comes. Well, we've had some cold weather here the last few days, and goodness me, not what you'd expect here for October, my goodness. Now then, you may just see, yeah, in the mirror there, you may just be able to catch the profile. Oops, the mirror has moved. Excuse me, folks, I've just got to do a little adjustment there. Ah, the mirror. The mirror. Just gonna get a bit of clay to secure it. Hang on. It's moved off its perch. It was a little bit of a kind of, oops, now I've got clay on the mirror. Bit of an experimental, try and hope that brings us back into focus, I hope. Hand, fingers outstretched right down to the base of the pot, you see that? Paying attention to the curve on the inside of the bowl. Bowls, your inside curve, very important. Get that right. Giving it a little smooth off here with my throwing stick. I got a notion I'm going to add a couple of features to this bowl before I finish with it. So, where do we go from here? Let's have a look here. It's rather good, this camera angle, because I can actually just sort of look up here now, and I'm actually looking in the viewfinder of the you know, the little square screen, which swivels off to the side. So we're leathering him. It's going to give him a token sticking off because at the base this will be trimmed. I think I'm happy with that. Now with this one, I'm going to do an indentations, and now they're going to be done. Try and do it a little bit so you can see. Now it's going to have an indentation there, another one there. Indentation, you say, what on earth do you want to do that for? Well, so it's got two indentations there, and I want to put two now directly opposite there. So funny little quirky things, I suppose. Just spin it round again, just to keep it round. And then opposite that, I would do some indentations that, instead of being pushed in, they come out. I haven't done this for a while, but I remember how to do it. That's the problem. Yeah, okay. Sort of gives it a kind of, I didn't do it like this last time. This is not the way I did it. How did I do it last time? I must have used something to sort of impressed it with my fingers in a sort of semi clumsy way, which I don't know, it just sort of gives the bow a kind of an ethnic look to it, maybe. So you can see, I hope you can see, done. If you can't see from above, look in the mirror there. You may get a different, better angle there, don't you? So I've got two going in, and I've got here two going outwards. I will clean those. I'm going to clean them up because they're not altogether, at the moment, not altogether happy with their state of affairs, as it were. Maybe if I've got a sponge here, I've got a sponge. Small sponge, quick, emergency, small sponge. Where do you find a small sponge? But in the small sponge box. So, in the small sponge box, it's going to do a little bit of jiggery pokery here with these. I just want to get them looking as I want. I have to do it now, you know, when they're slightly on the soft side. That's those guys. These guys here, just give them a little sponging. Don't want them to look too sort of And then these here, these are the ones that are sticking out again. They're sort of supposed to be very slightly pointed. Well, that's what I Ah, the birds are singing down there in the garden. Nice here in Spain, and after the summer when the rains come again like they have, it's like you have spring all over again, you know. Everything comes to life, the birds start singing, grass starts growing, flowers come out. Yeah, it's lovely. Lovely job. Okay. Now, just wondering if you are able to see that. I just want to trouble is with working on anything like this, when it's in this very soft state, you do tend to push it out of shape quite a lot, which I don't want to do very much. So give it another leather. When in doubt, give it another leather. A leather covers a multitude of sins. Right, put the little sponge back in the sponge box, because these are like some natural sponges in there, they're quite handy. Now we're going to get this chappie off the wheel, and I don't want to deform him, so I'm going to get a piece of newspaper. This is a handy little trick if you want to get something off the wheel. Now I don't like having to put bats on the wheel and having to lift everything off the wheel on bats the whole time. For a start, my wheels don't have the little spigots on the wheels. I've got one wheel here that does actually, that has special bats that fit on. Well, I don't have that here, so gonna have to rely on my craftiness. So let's just cut them off. Okay, now the important thing is here that you must make sure is when you put a bit of paper on, just touch it to the rim, that you see this black or this wet damp line appear. That's got to appear all the way around, so that stays, the air is trapped inside. That's how it functions. The paper traps the air. So I'm going to put the bat here just beside me. I'll put it there, and we're going to go down and grab hold of him from underneath, and hopefully should just lift off. Whoopah! And there he is, folks. Well, I won't lift him up because he's soft, but once you've done that, you can then carefully take off the paper, and your pot should be round. Now, can you see? I'll just hold it so you can get a bird's eye view of what we've been about there doing with that pot. Now that will have a trimmed foot, and that will be quite a nice little number, I think, when it's all done. Okay, well, there you have it. A little bit of fun. So Simon Leach saying, you hang on in there. We'll see you soon. Bye now.